The concept of market share variance and market size variance was first introduced by Schenck and Churchill in 1977. Before starting up with market share variance and market size variance, let us first try to understand the concept of industry and company. Let's say in India, the total demand for TV is 1 lakh units. And this demand is fulfilled by various entities in Indian market like Samsung, Sony, LG or MI. Then in this case, Indian market of TV is known as industry, whereas Samsung, Sony, LG or MI is known as company. We need to remember that industry and company are two different concepts. In simple word, I can say that group of companies dealing with same product is known as industry. Like I have an industry for smartphone in India, which consists of company like Samsung, Apple, OnePlus or Nokia. Or I have an industry of toothpaste in India, which consists of companies like Colgate, Sensodyne or Pepsodent. An industry demand shows the demand of a product in that particular industry. Like in given case, total demand for TV in India is 1 lakh units, or total demand of smartphone in India is 2,50,000 units, or total demand of toothpaste in India is 10 lakh units. So this 1 lakh, 2,50,000 and 10 lakh units is known as industry demand, or here we can say it is the market size. Now you need to understand that one company will not have enough production capacity to fulfill 100% of the market demand, and that is visible. Samsung is just selling 20,000 units of TV, which means Samsung has a market share of 20%, or in other words, the sales of Samsung is 20% of market size or 1 lakh units. Same thing goes for Sony, LG and MI. That is also visible. They are not selling 100% in the market. They are just selling 30% or 40% or 10% respectively of total market size. If any company sells 100% of market size or market demand, then such situation is known as monopoly market. Let's say if Samsung sells 1 lakh units, and there is no competition in the market, then we can say that Samsung has a monopoly over the market of TV in India. But let us be real, it is difficult to have monopoly in today's time. Now I can easily define market size as a total demand of an industry, and market share is a company's percentage of an industry's total demand. Important point to remember is that market size is generally represented in terms of number of units and market share is represented in terms of percentage. With these examples on screen, now you know what industry is, what is company, what is market size and what is market share. Now let us try to understand why company will calculate market size variance or market share variance. Again, we are not focusing on what is market size variance or market share variance. As of now, we just want to understand why such kind of variances are calculated. And answer is pretty simple. Why we calculate material related variance or labor related variance? To know the impact of material and labor on company's profit. If we have efficiently used our material and labor, then in that case there will be a positive impact and our profit will grow. If we have not used material and labor in an efficient manner, we have used it, let's say, in inefficient manner, then in that case there will be a negative impact on our profit. Same way, we also want to know what is the impact on company's profit just because of change in market size or change in market share. So whenever this market size or market share is changing, then what will be the impact on company's profit? That is something we want to calculate. And this is the place where market size variance and market share variance comes into picture. Market share variance shows us the impact on profit due to change in market share. If market share variance is favorable, then it means that our market share percentage has increased and we are giving tough competition to our competitors. If market share variance is adverse, then it means our market share percentage has decreased and our competitors are eating out our sales and we are losing our customers. Whereas market size variance shows us the impact on profit due to change in market size, or in other words, change in industry demand or market demand. If market size variance is favorable, then it means overall market demand has increased, which in turn has increased our profit. If market size variance is adverse, then it means overall market demand has decreased, which has decreased our profit. So now we know why company calculates market size variance or market share variance. Let us get into the calculation formula and analysis with following example. So the formula for market size variance is actual market size in units minus budgeted market size in units into budgeted market share into budgeted profit per unit. Whereas for market share variance, it is actual market share in percentage minus budgeted market share in percentage into actual market size in units into budgeted profit per unit. If the answer from this formula is positive, then in that case it is known as a favorable variance, and if answer comes negative, then in that case it is an adverse variance. Now let us just try to solve the following question. Again, we will be using more of logic and less of formula. So we just want to understand that how this whole market size variance and share variance is working. So let us just see the question. TechNet company has estimated to have 20% of the total TV market in India. At the starting of the period, it was budgeted that the market for TV in India will be 1,10,000 units. However, the most recent industry projections are estimating that the market has grown to 1,20,000 units. Moreover, TechNet's market share has dropped to 18% from 20%. If the profit per unit is rupees 50, they want you to calculate market size variance and market share variance. So before going for all the calculation, the first thing we will just jot down or write down are the parameters. We'll just write down whatever they have provided in the question. So if we see the question, they have provided us budgeted market share, which is 20%. Actual market share, which is 18%. Budgeted market size, this is something which we expected at the starting of the period that this will be the demand, which is 1,10,000 units. Actual market size, which is 1,20,000 units. Budgeted profit per unit is rupees 50. So they have given us profit per unit. So we are assuming that this profit per unit is a budgeted profit per unit. So we have now our parameters available. So before going into the formula, let us just try to solve this logically. So if we are talking about market size variance, then our market size has increased. Earlier we expected that the total demand will be 1,10,000 units, but actually we had a demand of 1,20,000 units. That means there is increase in market size. The market size has grown and it is grown by 10,000 units. So logically we know that this will be a favorable variance. The reason being there is increase in market demand. So if we try to calculate by using the formula, then in that case, market size variance is equal to actual market size minus budgeted market size, which is 1,20,000 unit minus 1,10,000 units into budgeted market share in percentage, which is 20%, into budgeted profit per unit, which is rupees 50. So in this case, our answer will be positive and it is 1 lakh favorable variance. So this will be a favorable variance. The reason being market size has increased. Now let us try to calculate market share variance. So logically, market share variance will be adverse in nature. The reason being, company was having an expectation that they will be having 20% of market share. But in reality, the market share which company achieved was only 18%. That means there is a drop in market share. Your market share has reduced. That means there is 2% reduction. And this is nothing but an adverse situation for company. So let us try to solve again market share variance with formula. So the formula is actual market share in percentage minus budgeted market share in percentage, which is 18% minus 20. Answer is negative 2%. Multiply by your actual market size, which is 1,20,000 units, into budgeted profit per unit, which is rupees 50. So in this case, your answer comes to negative 1,20,000 rupees, and this is nothing but an adverse variance. The reason being, your market share has reduced. If your market share will reduce, your profit will also reduce. So this is how logically and with formula we can calculate our market size variance and market share variance. Again, both variants are giving you the idea that what is the impact on profit, your own company's profit, when there is change in market size, when there is change in market share. So with this given example, I hope you have understood how market size and market share variance is working. We'll go a little bit further with our analysis. For this analysis, I'm assuming that you know what is sales margin volume variance or sales volume variance. So that is something I'm assuming that you know. So first of all, we'll calculate what is sales margin volume variance, and then I will show you one analysis here. So in order to calculate sales margin volume variance, we need three parameters, that is AQ, BM and BQ. AQ is nothing but actual quantity sold by your company. So in our case, the actual quantity sold will be actual demand in the market, which is 1,20,000 units, into your actual market share, which is 18%. So it comes to 21,600 units. BM is budgeted profit margin per unit, which is already provided in the question, which is rupees 50. Whereas BQ equals to budgeted sales quantity, the sales quantity which you expected that you will be selling. So your expectations were total budgeted market demand into your budgeted market share. So the total budgeted market demand was 1,10,000 unit and your budgeted market share was 20%. This is something you expected. So in that case, it comes to 22,000 units. So we have our AQ, BM and BQ available. Now we can calculate our sales margin volume variance. So in order to calculate sales margin volume variance, I need AQ-BM and BQ-BM. So AQ-BM is equal to 21,600 into 50, which gives us 10,80,000, and BQ-BM equals to 22,000 into 50, which gives me 11 lakh. So if I'm using the formula, then in that case, sales margin volume variance will be equal to AQ-BM minus BQ-BM, which is nothing but negative 20,000, which is nothing but 20,000 adverse. So this is how we are calculating our sales margin volume variance. Again, I am assuming that you know how this is calculated. I'm not focusing on the sales margin volume variance. I'm expecting that you know that. The analysis which I want you to do here is that sales margin volume variance is equal to market size variance plus market share variance. So if I'm adding my market size variance with market share variance, the amount which I'm going to receive is nothing but sales margin volume variance. And that is something which is visible here. So if I'm adding my market size variance, which is 1 lakh favorable, with 1,20,000 adverse, which is my market share variance, I'm getting 20,000 adverse. And this 20,000 adverse is nothing but my sales margin volume variance. So this is one of the what we can say important analysis which you need to remember. This analysis will help you to solve the questions where we are having missing frequency. Let's say if you are missing one of the variances, you can use this analysis in order to find that variance. So from my side, we are done with the market size variance and market share variance. Please test your knowledge with the following example.